Thank you, Mr. Speaker. 3 civil rights workers were murdered near Philadelphia, Mississippi, late in June of '64. By mid-July, their bodies had not been found. Racial tension and resulting anxiety in Mississippi that summer was very high. In the nearby countryside, an evangelical camp meeting was being held by a combination of local black but mostly white congregations. They took the sides off their little camp meeting hall to combat the heat of the evening in Mississippi. When headlights appeared out of the darkness down the gravel road leading to their camp, worship stopped, heads turned. The preacher would pause until the vehicle could be identified as friendly. My dad was that guest preacher, and he'd brought along his 12-year-old son to an unforgettable week in Mississippi. I made friends, had much fun, but I also had some very sobering conversations with white kids my age. Some of their defenses of segregation didn't seem hateful to me, given their their faith-based culture. But it left me, a white boy from Indiana, a little confused, and I have to say, Mr. Speaker, a bit cold. I still love the state of Mississippi, even with its checkered American history. I was reluctant to sign on to the Mississippi Flag Priority Bill, but the authors aren't judgmental. I think they're respectful and willing to not only remove their flag from our grounds, but replace it with Mississippi's original flag. That is the flag pre-Reconstruction and sans bars and stripes. So I added my initials. It feels like we can't do much about the tragedy in South Carolina, and I've heard many great remonstrances on this floor in 9 years. Sorry, Mr. Speaker. None more moving than the one from the soul of Portland. It's a small, symbolic step. Let's do it. Sign on to the bill if you can. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.